and they tuned in to a video announcement. It was a 12-minute presentation. They were pretty succinct. Thank you for all your efforts. We're immediately winding down Project Titan.
Apple's secretive car project died even without ever seeing the light of day. However, the demise of Apple's car project comes as no surprise, considering it spent a decade shrouded in mystery, leaving the public largely in the dark about the tech giant's plans. Even Apple itself seemed uncertain about the project's direction. Despite numerous reports offering glimpses into what Tim Cook and his team were aiming for, the specifics remained secretive. Thousands cycled through the project, yet the fine details remained obscure, leaving only one certainty: Apple struggled to settle on a clear vision with the Apple Car. So what really went wrong? Stick around and find out why even giants like Apple are giving up in the EV space. Imagine if Apple had succeeded in creating its own car. It would have been revolutionary, right? Maybe even like the way the original Apple Macintosh revolutionized creative work back in 1984. However, it seems that the lack of significant transformative impact ultimately led to the demise of this ambitious project. While an Apple car would undoubtedly have been sleek and intelligent, it couldn't have sparked the kind of societal revolution brought about by innovations like the iPhone. During the mysterious 10 years since Project Titan was unveiled in 2013, one can only imagine the intensity of Apple's efforts. There was relentless engineering, prototyping, and coding sessions, all intertwined with the vast Apple ecosystem. There were whispers of collaborations with Hyundai, a hiring spree that attracted top talent from various corners of the industry to Cupertino, and the intriguing yet unconfirmed involvement of design luminary Mark Newson. The acquisition of autonomous driving specialist Drive.ai in 2019 added another layer to the enigma. But what's fascinating is Apple never officially acknowledged the existence of Project Titan. All we had were whispers of industry insiders, the movement of personnel, and a handful of patent filings. The details remain shrouded in secrecy, shielded by ironclad non-disclosure agreements that have kept the media at bay. Why the odds were stacked against an Apple car? Would an Apple car have followed a premium focus akin to BMW or Mercedes, reserved for a select elite willing to pay a premium for quality and innovation? This aligns with Apple's strategy with products like the iPhone and Mac, catering to those seeking aspirational status. It's unlikely that Apple would have pursued a democratizing approach akin to the Ford Model T's mass accessibility. Such a move doesn't quite fit Apple's ethos. While the Mac liberated users from the blandness of corporate PCs, it was never about mass adoption. Throughout the project's decade-long development, it's likely that Apple repeatedly crunched the numbers, only to discover each time that achieving the brand's hallmark level of fit, finish, innovation, and quality would be incredibly challenging. While pricing an Apple car at Rolls-Royce levels might have been feasible, making it more affordable would have presented significant hurdles. Other companies have faced similar struggles in their ambitions. During the early years of electrification, the automotive industry was filled with promises of groundbreaking technologies that often failed to materialize. Many new models and technologies faced delays or even disappeared entirely. Autonomy, in particular, struggled due to the constant clash between technological advancements and political challenges. Since autonomy was a key focus of Apple's project, these shifting dynamics made success increasingly unlikely for the tech giant. These days, it's becoming clear that self-driving cars often function more like advanced cruise control systems, and that's perfectly acceptable. Many drivers prefer to switch off such features as soon as they hit the road. With the rapid advancements in AI, consumers may become even more reluctant to fully embrace the idea of letting machines take the wheel. Additionally, it appears that autonomous technology will find its niche primarily in practical vehicles like buses, minivans, and taxis, essential parts of everyday infrastructure that lack the allure and devoted following typically associated with Apple's hardware. Apple's core expertise lies in technology rather than mobility. While some optimists believe that these two sectors are on the brink of convergence, the end of Project Titan suggests that this moment is still far off. It's a realization that extends beyond the reach of even the most ambitious financial projections and analyses. Throughout history, every era has seen ambitious transportation marvels that ultimately reveal their fragility, whether it's express trains, ocean liners, or airliners. Building cars has always been a formidable task, and scaling up production to revolutionize private transportation is arguably near impossible. The list of car brands that never made it beyond the drawing board is extensive, and it's not just extravagant supercars or luxury models that failed to deliver. Many modest, practical, and desirable models fell short due to the inherent challenges of the endeavour. Tesla burned through significant amounts of money before turning a profit, with losses totaling in the billions. Rivian in 2023 alone reported losses of around $1.5 billion. Many brands have been hyped and celebrated, but ultimately failed to deliver in the automotive industry. While electrification has somewhat lowered the entry barrier, building a successful car company still requires substantial investments in materials logistics, supply chains, navigating complex legislation, and managing social, environmental, and geopolitical factors. Considering all this, Apple's decision to halt its car project seems justified given the high costs involved. But it should have learned something from the story of Sir James Dyson, who reportedly spent $500 million on his electric vehicle project just to reach the prototype stage. Why the fall of Dyson should have warned Apple. Dyson scrapped its electrical car project, the N526, in 2019, despite significant progress being made. The N526 was envisioned to have a range of up to 600 miles, showcasing Dyson's innovative battery technology. There are even prototypes of the N526 displayed at Dyson's campuses in the UK and Singapore. The story of Apple and Dyson is somewhat similar. Dyson focused on innovative battery technology, while Apple's project aimed for full autonomy without a steering wheel, signaling a more ambitious vision. However, neither company even got close to actual vehicle production. Both companies likely underestimated the challenges of developing the entire project independently while still remaining profitable. This is a formidable task, as evidenced by Tesla's 17-year journey to profitability, achieved only in 2020 with modest earnings. Given their inclination towards premium pricing, it's doubtful that Apple or Dyson would have the patience to endure a similar timeline. With Tesla experiencing slow sales growth, Ford delaying its investments in EVs, and companies like Rivian implementing layoffs, it was indeed a prudent decision for Apple to halt its car project. Dyson attributed its cancellation to the rapidly evolving automotive landscape, particularly the industry's shift towards electric vehicles following Dieselgate. This heightened competition made it challenging for a non-automotive company like Dyson to thrive in the market. Dyson explored the possibility of selling the project, which involved 500 workers and reportedly cost £2.5 billion, but was unsuccessful in finding a buyer. James Dyson invested at least £500 million of his money into the project. Despite its cancellation, Dyson openly showcased the car and provided information about it on its website and released videos online. Indeed, while Apple may not offer the same level of transparency, Dyson's sentiments from a 2020 Sunday Times interview likely resonate with the challenges faced by both companies. James Dyson's acknowledgement of huge sadness and disappointment reflects the inherent risks and failures of innovation and experimentation. In the world of technology and development, setbacks and failures are inevitable parts of the journey. As Dyson aptly said, life isn't easy, especially with groundbreaking projects and ambitious endeavours. Other factors affecting Apple's decision to halt Project Titan. Apple's decision to discontinue its car project may have also been influenced by the fact that its involvement in the auto industry has already yielded significant benefits. The widespread adoption of CarPlay, introduced in 2014, has established it as a standard feature in many vehicles, generating licensing fees and deepening the integration of cars into the broader Apple ecosystem. The announcement of the next generation of CarPlay integration in late 2023, with early adopters like Porsche and Aston Martin on board, further solidifies Apple's position in the automotive tech space. Furthermore, Apple's foresight in halting its car project may be justified by considering the evolving nature of transportation. In the next decade, the relevance and importance of cars may diminish as societal needs and regulations change. As the automotive landscape continues to evolve, Apple's pivot away from its car project could be seen as a strategic move to align with shifting trends and priorities in transportation. It's also possible that the team of automotive experts Apple assembled from across the globe just struggled to pinpoint the company's role in the constantly evolving transportation landscape. For the Apple Car to truly embody the brand's essence, it would need to stand at or near the pinnacle of innovation and quality. However, defining this lofty position became increasingly challenging as the development process progressed. So, what are your thoughts on Apple's journey into the world of automotive innovation? Do you think Apple threw in the towel because of a problem it spotted in the EV evolution, or was the company just unable to keep up? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Until next time, let's keep exploring.